inserts the microchip between your thumb and index finger using a device similar to a syringe. Now, these chips can actually be really helpful tools, and they utilize the same technology used in phone payments. With this tiny device, your body essentially becomes a contactless key. It can open doors using sensors and can even start a car. They last anywhere from 10 to 20 years and can be removed with a small incision in the skin. A doctor inserts the microchip between...
Alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We say that on our personal elders agreements and Aruba teaches our personal truth, and we see salutations for the arguments that pursue on truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season and season. Shalom. Then once again, going into our video here, and let's doing a video upon, as you can see, this video being played in the background, say how a microchip implant works, right? And they went into details about how it works. Now, one piece of the video, right, as you can see when they put the chip inside of it, was, let me see if I could fast forward it a little bit.
To a syringe. Now, these chips can actually be really helpful tools, and they utilize the same technology used in phone payments.
Same technology used in phone payments. Talk about payments, right? And as you can see, everything, the technology that you're using right now. So let's just say using a card, it have a RFID chip in it. You know, a RFID in it. If you're using your phone, basically the same thing. You can pay with your phone. You can pay, swipe to go. Swipe to go is a new thing around the world right now. You know, certain places are already implementing these technologies. There are people walking around with the chip in their hand. You know, with the chip in their hand, there's countless of videos being put out by people. You know, encouraging other people to go and take the chip, to implant the chip inside of them, right? Inside the chip. And you know, one of the things that when you see this, right, when you see this piece here,
the same technology used in phone payments.
And this goes to, like, even for the men that's saying that the chip is not the motb, right? It's literally right there, payments. And this is like when you watch majority of governments all around the world, they basically talking about making the whole country go cashless, become a cashless society, right? You have Elon Musk, who is talking about not talking, he's actually doing it. He's doing the implants in people, right? And doing many other I did a video a little while back ago with companies, right? Companies implementing chips. And even the main organization that making these companies do this, I think the breakdown of it is CHIP, right? Which is just chip, right? So all these things that you can see that it's here. This is just a video, a short video, some seconds to see how a microchip implant works, and it goes in, as I say, payment. So when you see the payment, what comes to your mind? It goes straight into the scripture, which is what? Let me go here. Let me go to Revelation chapter 13, and I'll go to verse 16. Right? They say, let me read from verse 15. You say, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And they say, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. They have the power to do these things. You know, there are people that believe that nah, they would never bring that, or they would never make that mandatory, or we wouldn't need that. Yeah, it would be here, but we wouldn't need it. Yes, it would. There are plenty articles out right now. Like if you go to do a quick search, you would see that what was his name again? Dr. Fusi and his daughter. I think Bill Gates was even there as well, mentioned in that article. They were basically speaking about so I believe it was the heads of who, right? They were talking about implementing a system, right? And implementing a device that where if you don't have it, you would become um, exempt. You'll be exempted out of society. You'll become an outcast. I should say. Sorry, you'll become an outcast to society. You wouldn't be able to integrate with society if you don't have this. And we have seen what they have done with let's go back to the lockdown. Watch what they did. So some people might say no, they wouldn't do that, but watch what they did under the lockdown. You know, they said if it ain't go and take the job, you can't do certain things. So what you feel going to happen when they bring this system here, and they have the power to do this. They have the power to do this. You feel when they bring this chip, you feel it not going to become. It is going to be mandatory because you would, in order to buy or sell, you would have to have that particular thing. It is as simple as that. Some people who didn't believe, some people who do believe, and I know it would have the unbelievers. Just man, they made a good example of what they could do or what they're going to do, right? That's more harsher during the lockdown. I remember there were people saying, nah, they could never lock down the world and they could never do that. And they did. And during that time, you had was to take that job, right? Take that job to do what? To work, to buy, to go in the grocery. You had also take that. And that is not, some people believe that was the end. No, that's not that, right? This, what's coming here is, see that thing that they talk about, that insertion? So they put that chip inside the hand here? Let us see how a microchip implant works.
The microchip between your thumb and index finger using a device similar to a syringe. Now,
inject it into your body, even into your head. We have seen Elon Musk. If you don't believe, Elon Musk is doing implants on people's head right now. That is one of his biggest things. He's one of the men that's speaking about making everything go contactless, right? Talking about how you say it, cybernetic, right, or cybernetic humans, right? And one of the biggest things, because he's running up with Donald Trump, and they are speaking about going digitalizing basically the whole world, right? But you know it about Jake that say, nah, that's not true. They're not doing these things. Look at and they're doing it, right? And it's not about it. You could literally go and type up on Google, right? And just do a search, and you would see how much companies is doing this right now. It have companies where if you don't have this, you can't go and work. It's the same way. Like you go to certain banks. Banks have a particular system that they used recently, that if you're not up to date with it, you can't get your money. You can't do certain things. So you see how easy it is to let them implement a system and then bring what it is. So that way say, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So it doesn't matter who he is in society, rich, poor, free, bond, small or great, it doesn't matter. It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And this is just to show it as well. Some people that say it's sin. How would you be able to receive that mark from them if it's sin? Some people say it's a belief or embargo, or these certain things that is want to say it's spiritual. So then how, if it's spiritual, so then how they're going and cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand? How could it be something spiritual? How they going to receive that mark? And we see in the insertion right here. In this video, you literally see in the insertion, right? See, now they cut the flesh to put it in. Like when you look at the word mark, right? Let me get it here. Seven revision to the So when you look at the word mark, it means charagma, right? It means a stamp, an imprinted mark, a stamp or imprinted mark. It's a of the mark stamped on the forehead or in the right hand as the badge of the so this is just the meanings I'm reading, right? The followers of the Antichrist. It say B, it say the mark branded upon horses. It say thing carved, a thing carved, sculpture, graven work, right? It say a scratch or etching that is a stamp as a badge of servitude. So all these meanings here, and people still saying it's something spiritual or is what? Is sin. When they literally saying it is a stamp. You know, and I say a stamp, an imprinted mark. You see it right here. Yeah, go. But you know, some people, and you know, the question still stands. The question still stands, right? That if you don't believe that this is the motb, right? When it becomes mandatory, are you going to take it or not? And you know, usually you don't even get an answer for that. You get comments on a comment. You get comments on the videos. You get comments on the videos telling you about what? That's not the motb. It's something else. Thing. But they never answer the one question that most people put out. Like most of the brothers, you know, put out that, hey, when this becomes mandatory, are you going to take it or not? They never answer it. They never answer it. So you're saying a sin. So that means by your answer means you're going to take it then. You know, hey, nonetheless, it's a, let me go back to the scripture. It's again, we're not ignorant of the devices, of Satan devices. We're not ignorant of that at all. These people outside here are ignorant to that, but we are not. Right? Let's say, and he had power to give life unto, verse 16 say, and he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And there's so much of information right now about these things. Just like this video, how the microchip implant works. It have Elon Musk, his Neuralink. There are other companies speaking about it, and even look up some of the banks worldwide that are bringing in this change. So verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Now when you hear that piece, look.
Using a device similar to a syringe. Now these chips can actually be really helpful tools, and they utilize the same
even when you look up, let's take a quick pause in the video here. In the meaning it says, the meaning of the word mark, it says brand like a horse. And in order to know ownership or something, you'd have seen a brand on a horse saying, well, hey, this it's autopaid for you to physically see it. You know, you would see it, you physically seen it, it's physically there. And that is what it is. You know, some people say something spiritual is in the mind and all this other stuff. No, it's, look at, so doing a video right here, right?
Technology used in phone payments. With this tiny
payments right there, swipe and you go. They say that no man might buy or sell, see if he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You know, I did a video upon the who speaking about there will be people who become outcasts, and you know what? I should look back for that particular article and do a video on it again. You know, that's why I'd say, and that no man might buy or sell, see if he that had the mark. So you see, just like the changing of the times, he was using one particular thing. Then you had all right. So let me give an example. You know, in Trinidad here, we had a changing of the money, right? The money system. So whoever had the old money, they couldn't function in society. The old money would become useless. They cannot use it. You had to use the new money, right? And that's just something quick I wanted to show, because when it changed to this, what you had before become useless. So it's saying that no man might buy or sell, see if he that had a mark. So if you don't have this mark, you wouldn't be able to buy or sell. And that is simple as that. Right? They say, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And here's the thing about it. One of the biggest agendas pushing right now is this. Right? The 15-minute cities. Basically everything going digital. digital currencies, all these things. This is one of the biggest things being pushed right now, and eventually it's going to come. Everybody want to become cybernetic and cyborgs and all these things. So hey, they don't have people falling in line with these things. Elon Musk, when he first mentioned that he wanted to do brain implants, there were a long line of people that wanted to take it. They wanted to be the first to do it. People rush to be in the new innovation of society, right? Hey, this is what we're heading into. So yeah, if you ain't believe, so what? At the end of the day, there are countless of proof and things coming out about the motb. Right? So hey, with that, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We say that man's apostle and elders agree most and rule well our teachers, our apostle and shoot. And we see salutations to the Akim, we push with truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season and season. We say Shalom. And I notice my volume was down. I hope anyway. Shalom.